So for data warehousing concepts, so right guys, data warehousing concepts here. So under data warehousing concepts, first, what is the difference between data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but that is a database. That database is OLAP model. OLAP model means internal or in-memory database. For this, what is the example, guys? Pover Pivot, right? PP. Okay. Data warehouse or OLAP model. It has many names, guys. Or internal or in-memory database. All that is nothing but Pover Pivot, guys. Okay. Right. So then after, what is the next one? Operational database. Operational database, that is also called as OLTP systems, right? Online transactional processing, OLTP. Okay, so those are nothing but what? External databases, right? External databases. These are, OLAP is internal, in-memory database. OLTP is external database. For this, what are the examples? SQL, right? Okay, then after, Oracle, SQL or Oracle, so like this. So these are what? External databases are OLTP systems. What is the difference between them? We'll see now, guys. Okay, right. First one, what, guys? Okay, first point here. Okay, so here, first point. What is the first point? Power Pivot or internal database, in-memory database or OLTP system. OLAP means what, guys? Online analytical processing. Whatever the data we want to do analysis. Okay, so that analysis will be based upon what? Historical data. Analysis should be on historical data. It deals with what? Day-to-day processing. SQL servers deals with day-to-day processing. Data is going to be stored in day-to-day processing. Okay, so I can deal with that historical data. The business data will be stored in SQL servers. From those servers, there will be historical data. Historical data means past related data. It is going to be updated every day. But for example, I am on today date is what? 7, right? So 7 date, I can't work on that 7th day data because of this day is not yet completed. For this day, since morning onwards, the data is going to be flown into the servers. Okay, while data is going to be flown on the same day, I can't work on that same day, but I can work on previous day. Previous day data will be already stored in this SQL servers, right? So from the SQL servers, I can load previous day. Previous day means yesterday. Okay, yesterday load. I can load yesterday's data that I can load to where? OLAP model. OLAP means Power Pivot. For Power Pivot, I can load the data from SQL server, right? That I can load previous day's data. That may be days, month, week, years, whatever that is. That is the historical data, right? Previous data means historical data. So Power Pivot deals with what? Historical data. SQL server deals with what? Day-to-day data. Is that clear, guys? Right. Then after, OLAP systems are used by knowledge workers. Means we are the Power BI developers. Okay, we are well trained in Power BI. We are going to work with Power Pivot. That means knowledge workers. Deal with knowledge workers or executives, managers, and analysts. So all those are going to be work with Power Pivot, right? Then who work with SQL Server? OLAP systems are used by clerks, DBS, database administrators, okay, or database professionals. Servers are using by clerks, database administrators, and database professionals. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Backend to load the business data into servers. These are the members to work on that SQL server. What are those members? Clerks, database administrations, and SQL server professionals. Those are. Here, data analyst. Data analyst means developers. If you join in any organization, by default, they won't give Power BI developer role to you. What is the designation they will give to you? Analyst. Data analyst designation they will give. Okay. So data analyst means any developer. Okay. Any person who is aware of any business intelligence tool. That business intelligence tool may be Power BI or Tableau or ClickView or R language, Python, whatever it is, right? If a person who knows about any one software, that person should become under data analyst. Okay, right guys. Then after, so it is used to analyze the business data, right? Power Pivot, OLAP model. Here, it is used to run the business. While running the business, the data is going to be loaded day to day. Already we discussed it for many times, right? For example, if I am going to the ATM center, okay, so due to my transaction, I am going to the ATM center and I am drawing some amount, okay? Due to that amount draw, the data is going to be stored into the banking servers, right? That means what? To run the business, skills are going to be work backend. Okay, I am drawing the amount from ATM. Due to the transaction, the data is going to be stored into the backend servers, right? To run the business, this will be used SQL servers. These Power Pivot, OLAP models to analyze the business data. Data is going to be stored into servers, right? I need to go to the servers and I need to bring the data. I need to analyze that data. For analysis purpose, we are using OLAP model. For business running purpose, I am using OLTP systems. Is the difference clear, guys? Right. So it focuses on information out. It focuses on information out means, so for that raw data, I am preparing reports. The reports are going to be presented to the client. That means the information will be out based upon that data, raw data. Here, it focuses on data in. Data is going to be stored, right? Storing means data in. Sharing the reports with clients means information out. Is the difference clear, guys? Perfect. Okay. So it focuses on, it is based upon star schema, snowflake schema, and then galaxy schema or fact consultation schema. Okay. So this is also called as galaxy schema. What are these? We'll discuss in a couple of minutes, guys. After these differences, we are going to discuss about what is schema first. After that schema is classified into 3 types. Okay. Star schema, snowflake schema, and then galaxy schema. What are those? We are going to discuss about them in detail. Okay, so it will be based upon, Power Pivot will be based upon that schema, right? So it based upon entity relationship model. In SQL servers, there will be relationships between the tables. So that will be based upon relationships in servers, SQL servers, right? So already we discussed this. It focuses on information out. Okay, so it is a application oriented. SQL server will be application oriented. Okay, so to take the data from machines, ATM machines, there will be one application backend. Based upon that application, the data is going to be stored into the servers. Okay, right, guys. So it contains historical data. Already we discussed this point. Obviously, Power Pivot will contain historical data, right? It contains current data. SQL server contains current data. Okay, so it works with current data. Obviously, historical data is going to be stored, but that is a cycling process. It is going to be processed for every day. Okay, right. So it provides summarized data and consolidated data, guys. Power Pivot. Summarized data means, for example, I want to show region-wise sales amount. That is a summarized data. I want to see category-wise profit, summarized data. Subcategory-wise quantities, summarized data. Summarized means grouping data. Okay, and consolidated data. Consolidated data means there will be 3 months data. The data will be in separate files. I can club into single file, right? That is consolidation, guys. Okay, in Power Pivot we can do summarize and consolidation, right? Here, what is this SQL server? It provides primitive and highly detailed data. In SQL servers, there will be hundreds of tables, guys. Out of those hundreds of tables, those will contain highly detailed data, okay, and primitive data. That is nothing but highly detailed data. Highly detailed data means, so it will the data will be stored in multiple tables, hundreds of tables. Out of those hundreds of tables, so our analysis is depending upon what tables. We are going to load only those tables, guys. Okay, and we can, if we want to consolidate them, we can consolidate them also. These are the major differences between OLAP model and OLTP systems. OLAP systems and OLTP systems. OLAP model is nothing but Pover Pivot. OLTP is nothing but SQL Server or Oracle Server, like that. Is that clear, guys, all of you? Online guys, am I clear here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Here, what is data warehousing? Okay. So data warehousing is nothing but, data warehousing, that is nothing but, it is a database. Already we discussed what type of database it is. OLAP model. We have two types of databases, right? Okay, OLAP model and OLTP systems. Okay, right. So database is a OLAP model. Data warehouse is nothing but it is a database, and that is a in-memory columnar database. Okay, which separates the data from where? Which separates the data from organizations' operational databases. That may be SQL Server or Oracle servers, like that. It separates the data from, right? Separates means fetching the data. Okay, loading the data from external data sources. Then after, it involves what? Data integration, means loading the data. Data consolidation, combining the data. Data cleaning, removing the duplicates, null values, like that. Then after, it helps the organization to analyze its business. Once the data is in Power Pivot, the data is going to be cleaned. On that clean data, we are going to perform reports, right? So with that reports will analyze. Okay, so that will be used for analyze the business data. The reports will be for analyzing the business data. Once client is seeing those reports, he can take some decisions on them, guys. Is that clear? It helps the organization for what purpose? To analyze the business data. The Power Pivot helps the organization to analyze their business data. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Now coming to this point, guys, what is schema? Very, very important. So what is data warehousing? It is a 2-star question, expected question in interview. Concentrate on this. Then after, what is schema? It is mandatorily question, very, very important question. Okay, so concentrate, guys. Most of the questions in Power BI, most of the questions will be from Power Pivot. Okay, so you must concentrate here, guys. Right. So what is schema? Schema is nothing but it is a collection of tables and relationships. Schema is a collection of tables along with collection of tables along with relationships. Okay, you know, between the tables we can form the relationships, right? So how many relationships we have? 4 types of relationships: one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many. Okay, so tables along with relationships, that is called a schema. Right, guys? Right. So what are the types of schemas and explain them? What is schema? What are the types of schemas and explain them? So we have 3 types of schemas. Those are star schema, snowball schema, galaxy schema. Okay, what are those? We'll discuss now, guys, in detail. So for that, let me open my Power BI desktop. I think it is already opened. Okay, right. Let me load the data. That data is in Excel file, Excel workbook. Okay, and let me go to the D drive. Under D drive, I have Power BI, and Power BI I have source data. Okay, in the source data I have Amazon data for schemas. Okay, I have data that is for schemas purpose, right? Let me load those tables, guys. Let me open that file, Excel file. Under that Excel file, I have how many tables? 5 tables I have. Let me load all those files quickly, guys. I have loaded these 5 files, right? Just click on load, guys. Those are going to be loaded. Let them load quickly. Right guys, so I loaded pi tables, right? So for pi tables, what is schema? We are going to discuss about schema, right? What is schema, guys? It is a collection of tables along with relationships. Okay, so where can I see tables along with relationships? Model view. This is data view, right? This is model view. Okay, let me go to the model view. In model view, let me do one thing, guys. Properties. Right. Right, guys. Right, let me increase some size. Right, you can see the tables now quickly, right? Okay, so these many tables I have here. Right, guys. Okay, so products table, orders table, people table, return table, and status table. Okay, what are these tables? We'll see now, guys. To see the data under these tables, where I need to go? Data view, right? Let me go to the data view. Right, what is this orders table? This is the Amazon data, so orders related data will be there. You are already aware of those column names, right? So here the difference is, okay, so I want to show state wise information. I don't have state name here. I want to show region wise information. I don't have region name here. I have region ID, state ID. For category also ID is there. For subcategory also ID is there. Okay, there are no names, subcategory name, category name, region name, state name. But what we have instead of them, IDs we have. Okay, right. Then after, where I can see that information, for example, state information, region information I want to see. So for that, which table I want to go? I want to go to the states table. In states table, I have state ID. For that ID, what is the state name? I have information. For regions, I have the region ID. For first region, what is the name? East. For second region ID, what is the name? West. Like this, I have the region ID, region name I have. Okay, right, guys. Then after, if I want to see the state name and so right, state name, region name, perfect, right? Then after, I want to see the product names. So category, subcategory, I want to see. For that, go to the products, guys. In products, I have the category ID 1, 2, 3. 3 categories I have. For category 1, what is the name? Furniture. Category 2 is office supplies. 3, technology. Subcategories, I have 17 subcategories. For each subcategory ID, I have name. 1, it is accessories. 2, it is appliances. 3, it is art, like this. Okay, right, guys. So what are these tables? Can anybody tell? For example, if I go to the state, okay, state is what, guys? This is your state ID is what? Primary key. No duplicates are repeating, right? Okay, so primary key plus dimension columns. Primary key plus dimension columns means it is a dimensional table, right? If I go to the products table also, okay, what are these? Category IDs are unique, no duplicates. Okay, and subcategory are, what are these? Unique, no duplicates are allowed. So it is a dimensional table, right? Then after, if I go to that people table also, in people table also I have region ID, unique, text column, dimension column. So it is a combination of dimension column plus primary key. So that is a dimensional table. Then after, if I go to that return table, in return table also, okay, actually in return table this is not required, region ID is not required. I can remove that region ID. Okay, to understand that thing, actually order IDs are unique here. Order IDs are unique. Okay, remaining are date and this is text column, dimension columns. So this is also a dimensional table. If you ignore this region ID, okay, you can consider it as row ID like that. Okay, for additionally I kept that, but that is not required here. Okay, to show the region wise information I kept here. That is not required for instance, for example. Okay, so now states table, return table, people table, products table. All these are what? Four tables are what? Dimensional tables. Is that clear, guys? Okay, right. If I go to the orders table, in orders table, what is the information I have? Sales, right? Okay, so sales means what? Fact column. Quantity column is what? Fact column. Discount is what? Fact column. Profit is what? Fact column. These are repeating IDs, right? Under subcategory 15 is repeating for multiple times. Under category ID 2 is repeating for multiple times. Under region ID every ID is repeating. Foreign keys plus fact columns. What is that? Fact table. Orders table is a fact table. Is that clear, guys? Getting my points?
Yes, sir.
So this is my schema. Schema means what, guys? Tables along with relationships. I have 5 tables. Between those 5 tables, I have this is one relationship, this is one relationship. So tables with along with relationships means it is my schema. So in this schema, I have one fact table, that is orders table. This is fact table. Okay, right. Remaining all are what? Dimensional tables. Remaining all are dimensional tables. Okay, this is also a dimension table. This is also a dimensional table, right? Right, guys. So this is my schema, right? Schema means tables along with relationships. Okay. So in this schema, this is called snowflake schema, guys. Snowflake schema. This is called snowflake schema. Why I am telling this is snowflake schema means, so here one dimensional table. This is my dimensional table, right? This is not directly linking with this fact table. If this fact table is directly linked with dimension table like this, that means what? I don't have this relationship, I don't have this relationship. Okay, you assume like this. So this is my fact table in middle. Okay, right? Remaining all other tables. So this table directly linked with fact table. This dimension table directly linked with this dimension table, directly linked with fact table. This dimension table directly linked with fact table. This dimension table directly linked with this one. This dimensional table directly linked with this one, fact table. If each and every dimensional table is directly linked with fact table, that schema is called star schema, guys. Am I clear? In a schema, if each and every dimensional table is directly linked with fact table, that is called what? Star schema. So for example, there is one more table. Here also there is one more table. Okay. So the relationship is like this, guys. Okay. So it is looking like star. In middle there is fact table. For that fact table, this is one dimensional table. This is one dimensional table. This is one dimensional table. Like this, guys. Looking like stars. Let me do one thing, guys. For example, like this, guys. Here I have one more table, big table. Here also I have one more big table. Okay. So this is middle table is what, guys? Here fact table. Remaining all tables are what? Dimensional table. So there is a relationship like this, guys. Okay, direct relationship. Direct relationship is there. Like this, guys. So looking like what? Star, right? In middle there is one table, that is fact table. For the fact table, if each and every dimension table, this is also a dimension table. So this is also a dimension table, right? So all these are dimension table. Are linked out in which way? Looking like a star. So that is called star schema, guys. In a schema, if each and every, just a second, Rohit, how it is going to be, we'll discuss, guys. Okay, after completing this snowflake schema, I'll come to the star schema and I can show you how there will be direct link to fact table. Each and every dimensional table, how it is linking with directly to fact table, we'll discuss, guys. Okay, so if the schema looks like this thing, this like, It is looking like a star. That schema is called what, guys? Star schema. What is the definition for star schema? In a schema, each and every dimensional table, this is also a dimensional table, right? So this is also my dimensional table. This is also my dimensional table. This is also my dimensional table. In a schema, if each and every dimensional table is directly linked with fact table, this is my fact table. That schema is called what? Star schema. Because of it is looking like star, like this. Is it looking like that or not? Right? So that is called star schema, guys. Okay? Right. Is the star schema definition clear? What is the definition? In a schema, if every dimensional table is directly linked with fact table, that schema is called the star schema. Right? Now, let us come to the snowflake schema definition. Snowflake schema. What is that snowflake schema? In a schema, if at least one dimensional table, for example, this is dimension table, right? This dimension table is not directly linking with this fact table. This is my fact table, right? So this dimension table, it is not directly linking with fact table. There is one intermediate table. What is that intermediate table? People table. With that people table, it is linking with fact table. How the relationship between this fact table and this dimensional table? There is one intermediate table. Okay. With that intermediate table, those are linking up. That means what? In a schema, if at least one dimensional table like this is not directly linking with, directly link means like this, is not directly linking with fact table, that schema is called snowflake schema. Am I clear, guys? This schema is called what? This is one schema, right? Right. So schema means tables along with relationships. In a schema, if at least means minimum one dimensional table. If there is one more dimensional table like this dimensional table is also linking with this one, intermediate table. At least one means there is a chance for more than one table also. There will be some other dimensional table. Those dimensional tables are not directly linking with fact tables like this. So that type of schema is called what? Snowflake schema. What is the definition for snowflake schema? In a schema, if at least one dimensional table directly not linking with fact table, direct means like this, it is not directly linking with fact table, that schema is called what? Snowflake schema. Am I clear, guys, all of you? Surender, అర్థమైందా? నోట్స్ ఉన్నదండి, నోట్స్ ఇస్తాను, పబ్లిష్ చేస్తాను. జస్ట్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు విని అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, రైట్ రైట్. సో snowflake schema, star schema definitions completed, right? Then what is the uses of them? What are the advantages of star schema? What are the disadvantages of them? What are the advantages of snowflake schema? What are the disadvantages of them? We'll discuss now, right? So for that, right, guys, here. Okay, right. Definitions. So what is the star schema definition, guys? So we have three types of schemas: star schema, snowflake schema, and then galaxy schema, right? So right, I have the information here like this. So in a schema, if every dimension table is directly linked with fact table, that is called what? Star schema. Definition clear, right? What is the snowflake schema definition? In a schema, if at least one dimensional table is not directly linked with fact table, that is called snowflake schema. So practically we saw how the snowflake schema will be, right? Perfect. Now what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? We'll discuss. So I have star schema, snowflake schema. For majority of the times, we are going to create either star schema or snowflake schema with loaded tables. Okay, right. Then which schema will give better performance? Okay, so always star schema will give better performance. Why it gives better performance? Because of in snowflake schema, there will be more table, guys. For example, in snowflake schema, just now we saw snowflake schema, right? I loaded 5 tables, right? In those 5 tables, one dimensional table not directly linking with fact table. Okay, so if I create any report based upon more tables, the report is taking how much time to show the data? 30 seconds of time. That is snowflake schema, right? So I can convert that snowflake schema to star schema. Okay, schema is going to be have less tables. Actually, in Snowflake schema, I have 5 tables. Those 5 tables got converted to what? 3 tables, lesser tables. And the dimension tables will be directly linked with fact table. So that got converted to star schema. How it is going to be converted to star schema, we'll see, guys. Okay, we'll see in a couple of minutes. So if I create a star schema, the star schema will have less tables, right? When we create any report based upon lesser tables, obviously the report performance will be faster, right? So it is going to be show the data in how many seconds? 30 seconds. If I create a report based upon Snowflake schema, the report is taking how much time? 30 seconds time. Here, based upon star schema, how much time report is taking to present the data? 30 seconds time. So which schema will give better performance? Star schema will give better performance. Am I clear, guys, here? Right? Perfect. Okay. Now let us see that, guys. So first, so for now, if I go there, so this is my schema, right? What type of schema it is? Snowflake schema. Is that a Snowflake schema or star schema? Snowflake schema, right? Right. This is Snowflake schema, right? So if I go to that, what are the first advantages? So advantages, right, guys? Snowflake schema advantages. It will occupy less space. Why? There is no duplicated data. No duplicated data means normalized data. Clear, guys? So no duplicated data means that is the normalized data. In normalized data, there will be no duplicates. If there are no duplicates means it will occupy less space, right? Okay, right. So what are the disadvantages? It is having more number of tables, 5 tables. Okay, when it is having more number of tables, the performance will be less. If I create any visual based upon multiple tables, the visual has to go to each and every visual, it has to fetch the data, it has to pull the data, right? So for that, the performance is less. Because of it has to move to each and every table to bring the data. So that is why the performance is going to be delayed. Okay, these are the disadvantages, guys. What are the disadvantages in Snowflake schema? More number of tables, 5 tables are there, right? So that if I create any visual based upon these 5 tables, so it is a time taking process. So that is why performance is going to be reduced, right? Now let us convert this Snowflake schema to star schema. Okay, so how can we convert? For example, if I go to this, okay, if I go to data view, so if I see, for example, put a states table, right? So in states table, state is repeating for only one time. Region is also repeating for only one time. No duplicated data. If I have the data in more tables, this is the flexibility, guys. Okay. If I combine this states table to this products table, orders table, then these are going to be repeated, right? Based upon the state IDs. Andhra Pradesh is repeating for some 1000 times or for some 300 times. Assam is repeating for 200 times like that. So Bihar is repeating for 200 times like this. So if this Andhra Pradesh, under that Andhra Pradesh, how many letters are there, guys? So Andhra, ANDHR. So 6 letters, space is 1 letter, 7 letters. Pradesh, again 7 letters, 7 plus 7, 14 letters it has. If I go to this orders table, okay, I don't have state name, I have only state number. For Andhra Pradesh, ID is 1. Okay, if I add state column to this table, the data is going to be increased, right? So if I have the data in more tables, data is not going to be duplicated. But if I convert that states table to this, if I add that states table information, state name to this orders table, the states names are going to be repeated for multiple times based upon this state IDs. Okay, then the data is going to be duplicated and data size is going to be increased, right? Am I getting, guys? Am I clear for you here? For example, let me do that, guys. So how can I load this states table information to this orders table? Merge queries. By using merge queries, I can do that, right? So to do the merge queries, where I need to go? Transform data. Just click on transform data. Okay, right. I am with the orders table, right? Okay, so select that orders table. go to the merge queries. Okay, within this address table, I'm loading states table, right? Just take that merge queries. Okay, right, guys. So under that merge queries, so what is the second table I want to choose? States table, right? So what is the common column? My common column, state ID. Here also state ID. So I'm going with which order? With join kind, left outer join. Okay, just click on OK, guys. Okay, your states table information is added, right? So I want to, what columns I want to take? Only state information, state name. So expand that. So instead of all those columns, what is the column name I want to take? Only state column, right? Just click on state, click on OK. So that state column is added. You can see here, guys. So previously, I have only state IDs there, right? Now I added states. Madhya Pradesh is repeating for many times. Uttarakhand is repeating for many times. West Bengal is repeating for many times. Jharkhand, Haryana. So every state is repeating for many times based upon the IDs. So instead of IDs, if I add textual information, this address table size is going to be increased or not? Obviously, it is going to be increased, right? In the similar way, let me add region also. Okay, how can I add region? Same process. Select that address table, go to the merge queries. I'm on Power Query now, guys. Okay, so merge queries, first option. I don't want to see the result in separated table, resulted table. I want to see the data in exist table, address table. So go with first option, merge queries. Again, states column. This time, what is my common column? Region ID. Here also region ID. I want to add a region column, right? Right. Just click on go with default one, guys. Left outer join. Click on OK. So expand it once again. This time, what is the column I want to take? Region column. Just click on OK. So region column added. So previously I have only region ID, right? If I see it here, I have region ID. It is for single digits. If I add region column, it is for 4 digits each letter. Means data size is going to be increased, right? Now whatever the information I have in this states table, that states table information completely I have in this address table. Now I no need to load this states table to my Power Pivot. Okay, so for now, where I am on Power Query, first module, right? So whatever the information there in states table, that information I loaded to which table? Address table. Do I need to load this states table again to Power Pivot? No need. So the state station information already I merged it into address table, right? In the similar way, in products table also, or else in return table also. For return table, or else instead of this, let me go to the people table, guys. In people table, I have region ID, right? And I have manager name. I want to add manager name to this address table. How can I add that, guys? Go to that address table. Okay. So in that address table, so same process, guys. Go with merge queries. Okay, this time select with what? People table, right? I want to add manager name for each region. For that, so what is the common column here, guys? Region ID. Select region ID from first table, select region ID from second table, go with left outer join, click on OK. So that expand that one, guys. What I want to add? Manager column, right? Just choose only manager column, just click on OK. Okay. For West region, manager is Virat. For East region, manager is Rohit. For North, Sachin, like this, guys. Okay. So now, whatever the information I have in people table, that information I have in this address table. I don't want to load people table and states table to where? Power Pivot. So how can I stop these two tables to Power Pivot? Can anybody tell? How can I stop these two tables to Power Pivot? I don't want to load these two tables. Yes. What is that? IDA. Query options మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాం కదా. Enable load option ఒకటి ఉన్నది, రైట్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఆ టేబుల్ పైన. By default, for each and every table, enable load option will be checked for each and every table. So for the tables which I don't want to load to Power Pivot, for those tables I can uncheck that option. If I click on this right click, I have what is this? Enable load option. I don't want to load this table to Power Pivot. Just uncheck this. Okay, continue. Okay, possible data loss warning. So this table is not going to be loaded to Power Pivot. Okay, I want to do that. Right? So now you can clearly observe that, right? Okay. So your people table is in which style? Italic style. The name, people name is in italic style, right? That means the table is not going to load it to where? Power Pivot. I don't want to load this states table also, right? So how can I do that? Select the table, right click on that. Enable load option is checked. Enable load option is checked means what? There is a possibility to load this table, states table to where? Power Pivot. But I don't want to load that states table to Power Pivot. For that, what I have to do? I need to uncheck this enable load option. How can I do that? Right, guys, right click on that table, just uncheck this box. Okay, right, just click on it. So that states name is also converted to italic. Italic means these two tables, people table and then states table. These are not going to be loaded to where? Power Pivot. Okay, my work is completed in Power Pivot. Now I can load these tables to where? Power Pivot, right? Right, let me load it quickly, guys. So how can I load? Just click on close and apply. Okay, so this time how many tables are going to be loaded? Only 3 tables. Just click on that. How many tables I have here? Only 3 tables, right? If I go to this model view, like this, guys, I have only 3 tables, right? So here, for orders table and return table, what are the common columns I have? Order ID, right? Where is that order ID here? Order ID and order ID. Okay. Now what is this, guys? So this is a fact table, orders table. Okay. This is the return table is a dimensional table. This is products table is also a dimensional table. Okay. So this is fact table, right? Now I have one fact table, 2 dimensional tables. This is my schema. Schema means what, guys? Tables along with relationships. In this schema, 2 dimensional tables. Each dimensional table is directly linking with what? Fact table. In a schema, if each and every table is directly linked with fact table, the schema is called what?
Star schema.
Now I converted that snowflake schema to what? Star schema by reducing the tables. Is that clear, guys? Right. Is that clear? What is the star schema? Right. Now, if I go there, in orders table, I have duplicated data now. Denormalized data I have. Previously, no. Right? So if I go there, right, guys. So I created the star schema, right? Okay. So star schema. Advantages and disadvantages of star schema. All right, guys, here. Star schema. What are the advantages of star schema? Less number of tables. How many tables I have here? 3 tables. So that performance will be faster, right? So what is the disadvantages? It will occupy more space. Why? Due to duplicated values. Duplicated values means denormalized data will be there. Is that clear, guys? Duplicated means denormalized data. That is the only disadvantage. What are the advantages? Less number of tables, performance will be faster. Is that clear, guys? So those are the advantages of star schema and this advantages, 2 advantages, 1 disadvantage. For snowflake schema also. What are the advantages in star schema? Those are the disadvantages in snowflake schema. If I come down, right, you can see. Okay, this is my star schema, right? Okay, then after, this is my, where is this? This is my star schema. Okay, here what are these? Advantages, right? So these advantages will be disadvantages here, guys. Right? What are the advantages in star schema? Those will be disadvantages in snowflake schema. There less number of tables. Here more number of tables. Performance, better performance there. Here performance is less, lower performance. Right? So what is this here disadvantage? It will occupy more space here, star schema. So that could be, this is the disadvantage here, right? Here that could be advantage for snowflake schema. It will occupy less space due to no duplicated data. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Then after, so in interview they will ask you guys, so in your project which schema you build? Okay, you have to say star schema for better performance. Why you go with star schema means it will give better performance. Okay, right. Then after, so how many dimensional fact tables are there in your project? So in your resume, you are going to keep some projects, right? In those projects, you must be aware of those projects. They will ask you, like, if any, not all people, some people will ask these questions, these type of questions. So how many dimensional table and how many fact tables are there in your project? Okay, there could be one fact table and dimensional table up to your wish. Okay, right. So like 4 dimensional tables. Okay, I guess. Okay, right. So 4 dimensional tables are 5 dimensional, 6, 10, 12, like up to you guys. So fact table should be 1. Is that clear? Right, guys. Right. Okay, remember this point, guys. Okay, right. So galaxy schema. What is this galaxy schema? So galaxy schema is nothing but it is a combination of star schemas. Okay, in star schema there will be one fact table, right? In galaxy schema, star schema means like this, right? So 1 star. So it is a combination of star schemas means there will be some other stars like this. In middle there will be one fact table. Dimensional tables are linking with fact table. In middle there will be one fact table. Dimensional tables are directly linking. So if I take this, it is looking like galaxy. So that is the galaxy schema, guys. Okay, this schema is viewed as collection of star schemas. Like this. If I take one more star schema. Okay, so you can consider it is looking like what? Galaxy, right? Okay, so it is the collection of star schemas. Okay, that is called, hence it is called a galaxy. Getting my point, guys? Or it is also called as a packed constellation schema. Constellation schema. Packed constellation schema, guys. Okay. In a galaxy schema, a single dimension table is shared with multiple fact tables. For example, if there is a one table like this, okay, the table is going to be linked with this one fact table, this one fact table, like this, guys. Okay, thus that possibility is also there. So that is the galaxy schema. For real time, we are not at all going to be use this galaxy schema. Okay, right, guys. So this is what, guys, schemas. So